Alright, sorry, that was interrupted. A phone call, which kind of ended the video because I am using my phone. There's probably like a setting on the phone that says don't disturb. But I don't know anything about phones and I'm not super interested in figuring that out. So we'll just risk it. I don't have any friends. That was the only person who knows me. So probably not getting another phone call. Alright, now we're going to do a little bit of like triceps and upper back. Again, 6 to 8 is typically where I go for a set. What you do doesn't matter to me. I'm not offended by any numbers that you might pick. But just keep your back straight, right? You don't want to move your back, you just want to move the dumbbell. So just bring it up. The speed that you're doing this actually affects what's being generated. Obviously it affects the feeling that you get, how hard it is. If you're trying to be explosive, you obviously you're going to pull it up quick. If you're just trying to do a standard set, probably a second to 2 seconds going up and then back down is what I would suggest. But that's, I'm a doctor, so you can trust what I say, unless I say I'm not a doctor, which is what I said in the other video, so it's kind of up to your discretion. I guess anyone on YouTube can say whatever they want, it doesn't matter. That's what I've learned. There's no accountability that I can see that's real, unless you're political, and I'm not political. So there we go. I don't know if you probably see the bruise I have on my left arm. Might help explain, might have you understand if I explain that I am active duty and I've been in for 9 years, and then the other week I got shot. It's an allergy shot, so I'm sensitive about it. We're not going to talk too much, but I just want you to know that that's where that comes from. I'm not just like poking myself with doorknobs. So what I was saying earlier, if there's some topic you want to bring up, you can talk about it, you can discuss. I do it as honestly as I can, especially if you want to talk about the military, or at least the Navy, the part that I know. Kinda. I don't know anything about most of the Navy. What I do is very specific to nuclear stuff, or what I have been doing, and then it's on a submarine. So you want to talk about that, I can give you information on that, or if you have rumors, or if some detailer is telling you how sweet it is, and you want to give me a little message about the honesty in that, if it's something that I understand or that I've experienced, I don't mind sharing that with you. I'm not trying to make any friends either way, but I think that there's a lot of misinformation and stereotypes out there. Even just like, being a veteran thing, everyone's like, we support your service. Like, we all appreciate that. But my service is different than the service of somebody who, went into combat, right? So, that's one thing that just keep in mind, right? Not everyone does the same thing. I guarantee there are plenty of people who I know who have served who do not deserve the respect that you would give them. A lot of them do, right? And you're going to get that in any field. Just it's weird to tell me that you appreciate what I do when I haven't really done a whole lot. You know, I've been to sea a handful of times, underwater a lot, but the work that I do is not difficult. What's difficult would be the family aspect of it. So it would mean more to me, and it would probably mean more to the people that you're showing respect for if you say that you appreciate their family or anything that they've given up. Not necessarily just because they're in the military, but I guess anyone who volunteers deserves some sort of respect. Anyway, going back to the hamster in the cage, we have no idea what kind of memory they have. It's like the thing with the fish, right? The goldfish, about how it's fine to keep them in this tiny fucking bowl because they don't know where they're at. They don't have a memory. No, that's not true. And I think that you know that's not true. What's true is you don't characterize that fish as somebody or as something that has feelings, and you're not attached to the idea that they may understand that they don't fucking be in a bowl, right? Would you want to be in a bowl? What if you were in a house all your life, right? It's fine for a little bit, probably. I guarantee that the things that we do with little pets are going to change, right? We don't have whales, or we're not supposed to have whales and SeaWorld and shit like that anymore, right? It's the same thing. Just, it's going to scale eventually to just being reasonable. Like even, I think it was New York that banned declawing of cats recently. And it's like, why the fuck are you disfiguring an animal so that you can pick the parts of the animal that you like? No one likes cats anyway. Why are you going to take off their claws so that you can pretend to like them now? You don't like them, you're lying. Trevor Noah had a really good bit on that. So, if you don't like all the parts of the animal, you don't like the animal. You don't get to pick which parts you like. You're not a scientist. You're probably not a scientist. If you're watching this, I would bet you're not. Just a little bit more. I actually have a bad back. So, if I'm picking things up weird, moving slow, that's why. I'm trying not to hurt my back any more than it's already hurt. I actually hurt my back from not exercising appropriately, having poor posture when running, not stretching. So when I was about to join the military like 9 years ago, I was a little chubby, and to fix that, a month before I left, I ran every day, probably like 3 to 5 miles, and my posture was really bad, and I ended up having knots in my back, and I still have them 10 years later. So my lower back is weak. Yoga helps. Yoga is probably more important than what I'm doing right now. Plenty of good yoga videos out there. There are some where they're not sex ads, which is good, because I actually wanted to watch them for the yoga specifically, not see-through pants, which is fucking weird. Imagine if I had that. Like if I was in here in a bikini, which no one would want to see. But that would kind of change the attitude of the video. You're probably not working out at that point. You're probably trying to figure out what kind of bikini I'm wearing because it looks so good, where you can get one. I'd have to do a plug for Amazon, right? No one wants that. I don't want that. So watch videos that meet the purpose of what you're looking for. If the picture of the video is obviously not what you're going for, don't click on it. I don't know why I have to give you that advice, but it seems like I do. Okay, isolated dumbbell curls. This is a little different than standing and doing it, right? The balance is different. You're literally isolating it to one arm. You're not moving a whole lot. Your arm's not allowed to swing because it's going to be resting on your leg. So it's a really good isolation. The weight is probably 60% of whatever you were doing earlier. Like earlier, the first set of curls was like 45 pounds again. It's too much. But this right here is 25. So should be okay. Again, just the only movement should be the dumbbell in that arc that it's doing. I do like to do sets of 6 or 8 because they're nice round numbers, right? If you write out the number, there's no line segment. It's as round as you can get. So that probably means that it's healthy. The only way that you can pick a better number for physique and health would be if it rhymed. And no numbers rhyme with another number, it's a fact. So picking a round number is about as good as it gets. There's obviously a lot more workouts you can do if you want to do light stuff, squats, calf raises. Those are pretty good. Obviously, running is healthy, right? If you do it, just look up whatever proper form you're going to do. You don't have to be in good shape to work out, right? Like I could be drinking a Mountain Dew while doing this. It just, eventually, your health is going to taper to whatever it is that you're doing. So if I try to drink a Mountain Dew after like a week of working out, my body is going to tell me that that's not what I want. Right? Right now, it is what I want, but it won't be later. So your body will adjust to the physicality of whatever you're doing. It'll tell you, right? And you'll get a good feeling. At least what I get is if I'm drinking water when I need to, or if I have coffee, like I'm having caffeine withdrawals, your body tells you what you need. But you don't have to be in great shape to work out. Just do something, right? If it's 20 minutes a day, do that. And eventually, I hope that it will cascade into something that's better for you. But even just that, just keep your body moving a little bit, stretch, get used to that. Because if you don't, your shit's going to atrophy. You're not going to be healthy. You're going to be uncomfortable. And we can talk about it later a little bit more. I've read plenty of books on diet and how your body functions on like that kind of chemical, biological level. And you're missing out if you're not being healthy, because you don't realize that you feel like shit until you all of a sudden don't feel like shit anymore, and you don't want to go back to that. I know this seems like a weird video, but you know, it was interrupted, so. And later I'll do a little video with Finney He's sleeping. I'm not gonna wake him up. I'll give him some blueberries later. He loves blueberries. I'll eat ramen noodles. He'll have blueberries. Okay, well, I don't know if anyone's ever gonna watch this. If not, that's fine. Just an afternoon to myself. But if you do watch it and you want to talk about something, I'm somewhat capable of research. If you want to talk about anything, if you want to talk about what I know about the Navy, if you're interested in something like that, like the nuclear program, I will probably give you advice that you won't hear before you join, and that's kind of how it works. They're not going to tell you everything until it's too late. But I can help with some of it, even if it's just like a private message and it's not something I'm willing to say out loud, being recorded. But I do want to put myself in a position to help somebody, if it's with that or health. If I help one person and annoy 300, that's fine with me. It doesn't bother me. I don't know you, probably never gonna meet you, so you're not gonna hurt my feelings. All right, later.